right, let's go.
Let's go. I will start. مرحبا للجميع. اليوم معنا ضيف مميز كتير كتير كتير، شخص عزيز كتير على قلبي. هيدا الشخص بطريقة ما وجه لي حياتي على الطريق المضبوط. دايفيد قابلته بالهند بمرحلة بحياتي كنت فيها ضايع، وخلال هيدا الضياع أجل عندي دايفيد وقال لي إنه أنت متضايق مشان هيدا السبب ومتضايق مشان هيدا السبب، وكأنه أريني مثل ورقة بيضاء. فدايفيد عرف عني كل شيء من دون ما أحكي ولا حرف. من بعد ما عرف عني كل شيء أنا وثقت فيه، وعطاني نصايح كتير وساعدني بقصص كتيرة. دايفيد علمني كيف أتأمل، عطاني نصايح عن الحياة، لأنه دايفيد هو عبارة عن الراهب، وقضى سنين حياته كلها عم يدرس الروحانيات المسيحية البوذية الهندوسية، وكمان هو بيغني فصوته كتير حلو. فخليني أرحب بدايفيد. دايفيد, hello.
Hi Mike, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm so exciting. I'm so happy to have you with me today.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I always love you and I like your way of approaching things, so I'm very happy to be in this conversation with you.
Yes, David.
It's so nice to be with you.
Yes, David. It's so nice always to talk to you. I was telling people that when I met you in India, you still have superpower. It's like you came to me and you know everything about me without saying any word. Like you read me like open page. It was very magical what you did to me. So you told me you are suffering because you have this problem, you need to fix this. And I said, what? How he know everything about me? So is my questions first. How you can do that, David? How you can read people? How you can see people very clear?
To be honest, it's something I have the whole my life. If people are open and people in their voice, they show you who you are, and you see a complete picture. And most of the time we dilute it and we think about what we want. We think about what we should want or don't like and add to someone. But if you can leave that alone and you can think not about what you want or what you expect from someone, and the other side is also very open, then you can make some kind of connection and you can sense their feelings and you can sense that every word they say and every word they act and feel in their how do you call it, physical appearance is on one line, and you can sense it. You can sense it by what they say, what they feel, and in some kind of level, I think you understand it better if I would say, if you talk with an animal, and I know you can, you have that connection to feel an animal and to understand what it's. If you have an animal, it's the same thing in some kind of way, but with people it's more difficult because we have more conceptions. We want to think more.
Yes, it's like we think by our ego, not by our heart.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
You have to be lovely, or you have to be kind, or you have to be sexy, or you have to be smart, and in some kind of way, by the way you dress, or by the way your appearance is. So we all make some crazy ideas sometimes before we know someone, and those ideas give conflict with each other. The one gonna close himself, and the other one also, and that connection that we could have is gone.
Yes. And maybe this is why what we will talk about today. It's why people think that it's end of the world. Like this is what we'll talk today. Many people see that our world is suffering from every side, from every place. Like people suffering emotionally, people suffering, the nature suffering. We can see like they have many thousands of scientists said that we are like very close to end of the world. The climate change. Everything is not good. The big government, the system, it's collapsed. Like everything going not so good. So many people, they read the Bible, they read many religious books, and they say this is the end of the world. Absolutely. So how do you see that? And you study. I was telling people you study that. You spend all your life studying the Bible, studying the Buddhist wisdom, the Hinduism wisdom, And how you see what's happening right now? It is the end of the world. This is the first question. It is the end.
And I don't believe in the end. I believe that we're going to a time in human history, and if you read the Mayan calendar, the Vedic calendars, and you read all those books, and you read the Apocalypse from the Revelations, and you read the Gnostic Bibles, and you read also the Sufis who are saying that the next in line is going to come. It's all around this time area, and what we see is that I don't believe the world is going to collapse in that kind of sense, but I don't believe we are in part of history that all the things are driving above. Before, you saw we had a lot of problems. We still had that. We had abuse, we had conflicts. The problems we have are not new, but now this time they're not staying on the ground anymore. And now everything is to the open, and that's what makes this chaos at this moment. We're changing, and it is that part of change that gives us fear. People want new things, and you see the two opposites, and that's the way it is. We lived in a world where extremes are always the way of life. Extreme money, extreme wealth, extreme good looks, extreme sexuality. We have everywhere in this world is extremes, but we never showed it. We never exploited it as something strange. And what we see now is that that everybody is thinking about it. Is this okay? What we do? We see our environment that is going to collapse if we use that extreme ways of capitalistic ways of thinking. We use our environment like it's nothing, but everything in life has some balance.
Yes.
Balance is a state of our human being, homeostasis, everything. Balance is, and we lost that. And I believe that what we're now having is all the extremes are coming to the front, and we see them, and people are, they get crazy of it because they don't like it anymore. If you see the sexual problems, if you see the way of the world, the state of the world. But we see it now. Before it's the way it is, and it shall be like this forever. Now we're seeing it, and we're telling, oh no, it has to stop. And it's a good thing, but that gets people afraid.
So David, what is the solution? Like how we can balance this? I truly agree with you. Like we are extreme for everything. I truly believe in the ancient wisdom that they say about yin and yang. It's about balance, to energy, to make balance in the world. Masculine and feminine, spiritual and material. But how we can balance this? How we can back to our true nature, that it's love. How we can live more in harmony with the nature, with each other. What is the solution?
The only solution is to accept that we have to change. And look, if you see everything we do is a mental state, we could change this world in a few years. But it's our ego. It's the way we want to have greed. So it's not the biggest issues in some kind of way, but it's a mindset. It's a global mindset. Okay. And we need to have a global mindset of balance. And if everybody would share that way of thinking, everything we have can support this world. If you understand this very well, everything we have, this world could be a paradise.
Yes, I agree, David. I agree. But I don't know if you agree with me. I think also the change is supposed to be individually. I mean, why by one? Because people waiting the Christ or waiting Buddha to come to save them. But I truly see that we are the change. We need to change why by one, not waiting someone to save us. You know what I mean, David?
The problem is not that the people are bad. I don't believe that people are bad. But if you see how if you would say that people don't want to change, I do believe they want to change. But what is the big problem? We live in constitutions that are systems that are not creating that chance. For example, if you work every day, you have to fight for your food, you have to fight for your housing, your children. You're maybe in a situation that's not the most happy situation most of the part. Our people are suffering in their daily routine, and we have. And what is that? That most of the time it's the system. It's a system that creates on poverty, that lives on that lives on push, and people don't have the time to feel their inner and deeper emotion of connection, balance, and that kind of stuff. So it's not. We have to change that lifestyle. Also, the system is. I see most of the time the systems are creating the pressure, the stress into the bodies from the day one till the day they die sometimes. And the fear and the pains and aggression and coping creates what we said in the first lines that we started. You have to see each other without those things.
Yes.
You have to see each other from hey, it's just a person. Can I see you? See you.
Yes. Also, I don't mean that the people are bad, but I can see that people want to see each other like pure love. Like I see your soul, not see your body, your material, your things. So this is why I mean in changing individually, like changing how we see each other. Yes. So when we change how we see each other, I think there is no power on universe can separate us anymore.
Yes, but that's a difficult thing, because if you see to television, for example, how do you have to dress for a woman or for a man? Every way there is stipulated in this way how we should be, and that's the problem. The problem is that we're full of concepts that media, politics are creating for us. That's the system. A girl has to be nice, he has to have big boobs, and I don't know, whatever. A man has to be forceful, he has to have a six-pack. A parent has to be this way, because if he doesn't do it that way, the children are not good enough for the society sometimes. So we have people who have their own problems, their own traumatic history, and they're not bad, but they never allowed themselves to heal from that. So they're recreating the same things over and over, and that's the million years that we're doing that, or 1,000 years. So from there to say people aren't bad, but if we live in that kind of system and we can't step out, then we're not going to change.
Yes, we need to step out. We need to have the courage to just say, no, I'm going to step out. I'm leaving. Sorry, I'm leaving the matrix. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Also, David, I need to finish this because we don't need to take it very long time. So people will not be boring from us. I know we'll not be boring. We are very exciting people, but
I hope so.
But, I have guests. I will show you.
Yes, it's a nice statue.
Yes. David, I'm gonna say thank you so much for being part of this right now and be part of my life and part of my journey in India. You know how much I love you and how much you mean to me. You are my teacher, my guru, my friend, my brother. You are my lovely person that I trust.
I'm very grateful with all your nice and kind words, and most of all the energy I always sense when we're talking, and the connection. And I hope that we can do much more in that kind of line of work, and maybe on the internet, and maybe online, and maybe in India or other places in the world. But
yes,
let's change that. Let's do with that kind of connection and with that kind of energy. Let's try to let more people see the same thing and let them feel in some kind of way the same thing. So I'm very glad that you're one of my greatest friends, and in some kind of way also that activist for humanity and for love and for the.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right.
So see you guys in the next week with a new subject. Thank you so much, David.
I'm very glad to be here.
I'm glad
Bye,
to.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.